TV begins now.
Good evening, race fans, and welcome to the Full Velocity Racing Network. Tonight we have in store for you the Slingin Outlaws Pro late models here first on the docket, then the Supers on the same exact link. So, folks, you don't have to go anywhere. Two great races on the Full Velocity Racing Network on the same great link. As long as we don't go over 4 hours, we won't get disciplined by Facebook Live. I'm Todd Stanton. Joining me down there. Well, he commentates a little bit alongside me, Jack Truin, but he pushes all the controls, makes all the magic happen here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Jack Truin. So we'll see what he's got in store for us here tonight. A lot of different things going on. Lanier Speedway, the sights, the sounds here. A Slingin Outlaws race number 2. Got a big thank you to Ken's Custom Paints, Sports Speed Shop. Got to also thank iRacing iFlag.com, 3D Racing, One Shot Scrap and Recycling. Visit them at One Shot Scrap and Recycle, 937-447-3300. And for all your scrapping needs, One Shot Scrap and Recycling. Also have a new sponsor here coming aboard here tonight. The sponsor of 3D Racing and DSO, Slingin Outlaws. Here as we are rolling already out there on the track. Won't take too long. Is LTX out there, Custom Homes, Easy Films, also from YouTube side of things, the brand new sponsor coming aboard here this evening. But we're going to go right here into the lineup for heat race number 1, starting on the pole, driving that number 1 machine. And that's Alex Payne, his dancing part of the outside, driving the number 83 machine. That is Blake Murray. Inside row number 2, that'll be Dylan Schreier aboard car number 5, and Mitchell Farmer aboard the number 11 in position number 4. The 00 of Jason Skinner going to roll off in fifth. Warren Samoy in the number 77 rolling off sixth. Scott Munsgaard rolling off seventh with Alec McDonald to his outside in the number 47. Martin Karch, Jesse Johnsrud, and Curtis Zupoff round out your 11 cars. The guy racing high flag, green flag comes out here. Heat race number 1, 10 laps. Will be the distance. Top three qualified transfer their way in to the A main here tonight, the Lanier Speedway. So far, Alex Payne is showing the quick way around, and that number 1 machine is he was pretty quick last week in the Pro Late Models. 83 of Blake Murray running in second. Third is the number 5 machine of Dylan Swears. Mitchell Farmer looking to the outside. Farmer in that number 11 machine trying to get around the 5 of Swear. So far at the line, he was able to do it, but he's going to continue the motor around on the top shelf of the Speedway to try to get around Dylan. Dylan not going away without a fight. Good battle for that third spot. And that's the final transfer spot into the A main is the third spot. That's the battle between the 11 and the 5 out there currently. And we'll see who's going to prevail, who's going to come up on top here as they make it their trip and punch their golden tickets into the A main. Want to thank everyone for tuning in to the Full Velocity Racing Network. Appreciate everyone out there, whether you're on YouTube, Twitch TV, or Facebook. Let us know out there. Give us a shout out. Make sure you share our link. Send us some star donations here tonight. Star donations go a long way. Last night's record was 750 here for the month of December, so we got 750 stars donated. Can the Dirt Slingin Outlaws and their fans donate a little bit more here this evening than what was donated last night for the Milner Media Design Super Late Model Series? We'll see if we can get some more out of the Dirt Slingin Outlaw fans and drivers here this evening. As 3 laps remaining for Alex Payne. And then number 1 machine still running second. 83 of Blake Murray and Dylan going around over there. Dylan Schweer. That's yellow flag for number 1. Going to come out. We're going to restack and repack the field as Dylan Schweer was right there. I believe he was running right about that third spot. Third, fourth spot. Trying to hold on to that final transfer. And he goes around. Got the 00 just lightning rod into the corner, gets into the back of Dylan Schweer, and around it goes. Never a good sign. See what happens there. So we'll reset your field. It is Alex Payne, your race leader here in heat race number 1. Blake Murray in second, Mitchell Farmer third, Jason Skinner in fourth, who made the contact there originally. Fifth is Warren Samoy, rounding out your top 5. Again, big thank you to Steezy Films here for coming aboard on the Full Velocity Racing Network for the guys out here for Dirt Slingin Outlaws. I appreciate that. So watching the guys here get back into line, waiting for those yellow lights to extinguish here to finish off heat race number 1, the Milner Media Design. The yellow flag is out. I think maybe Bradley Wilson one of these times is going to join us here on the Dirt Slingin Outlaw night there, Jack. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll start holding my breath now.
You might not make it. We're going green flag racing off of turn number 4. iRacing flag green. The flag back out. As Alex Payne leading the charge down into the corner with Murray running in the second spot. Farmer running third. He's on the hot seat in that number 11 machine as Warren Samoy now looks to the bottom of the speedway to try to get around the 11 of Mitchell Farmer. Popsicle sticks up in the air. 2 more trips around here. 4 car number 1 of Alex Payne. Blake Murray still running second. Mitchell Farmer running third. And Warren Samoy running in that 4th spot. His white flag going to come out. 1 more trip around the Lanier National Speedway. As it finished now, checker flag going to come out. Alex Payne, Blake Murray, Mitchell Farmer, and Warren Samoy going to take down the top 4. Yeah, I wasn't paying no attention to the top of the screen. I was actually live, but paying no attention to the laps. So let's move on in there. Heat race number 1 in the books. Heat race number 2 getting ready to come at you. Starting on the pole, driving the number 8, that'll be Klein Evanhart. His dancing part of the outside, driving as the number 1 machine, that'll be Travis Card. Connor McGovern is aboard the number 64 machine, going to roll off position number 3. And Steven Spees in position number 4 in car number 55. Next row back in the 5th starting spot, that's the 02 of Tyler Hurst. And outside him, that's CJ Phillips from 3D Racing in car number 6. 7th starter, you'll see the number 57 of Scott Schroyer. And his ass part of the outside, driving the number 14, that is Brian Wax. Wax aboard the number 14. 9th starter sees the number 37 of Kevin Kaufman and Terry Lade aboard car number 92. Position number 10, and Adam Huggins aboard the number 16. He's going to roll off position number 11. 11 cars we called for, 11 cars out there. 10 laps will be the distance here in heat race number 2. Top 3 will transfer into the main. The rest of them going to go to the consolation events. So green flag out here on heat race number 2. As it's Klein Evanhart in car number 8. Right now showing the quick way around with Travis Card running in that 2nd spot in car number 1. Then you got the number 2 up already to the 3rd spot. That is Tyler Hurst. Hurst currently running in that 3rd spot. Trying to hold back CJ Phillips, number 6, and the 55 of Steven Spees. Spees right now, and they also have the 57 of Scott Schroyer right there, too, trying to get involved into the mix here. So on the hot seat right now is the number 2 of Tyler Hurst, and I'm not sure what you know about. Was it able to keep it going? So Scott Schroyer able to keep it going there. 14 of Brian Wax getting into the back of Schroyer. As we got 795 stars for Scott Dobbs. Guess what? That brings out the number 1 here for the week here. 750 stars last night, 795 stars in one fell swoop from Scott Dobbs and 3D Racing. Appreciate that. As everybody else, let's see some more stars come on out there. We'll pin the comment there for Scott Dobbs. Who's going to bring up some more star donations here tonight? As Klein Evanhart still showing the quick way around. The one's looked a couple different times down to the inside. That is Travis Card. Card hasn't been able to get by him now. We'll see if he's going to be able to get by him here down the back straightaway. Nope, not even allowed to pull up alongside of him there through 3 and 4. So it is Klein Evanhart, Travis Card, Tyler Hurst, and CJ Phillips, your top 4. As Phillips right now on the outside looking in here from a qualifying spot. As we come off a turn at number 4, the number 8 machine of Klein Evanhart still leading this one. The one looks to the bottom again of Travis Card, trying to get that extra momentum on the bottom, not able to do so. The 2 of Tyler Hurst trying to track these guys down in front of him. As white flag going to come out one more trip around the speedway here. The International Speedway, that is. For the number 8 of Klein Evanhart. Evanhart down the back straightaway for the final time. Down into turn number 3. The one going to try one last ditch effort. Card going to be down on the bottom, not going to be ahead. Then Klein Evanhart going to take down heat race number 2. Second going to go to the number 1 of Travis Card. Tyler Hurst gets the final transfer spot. CJ Phillips, Steve Speed, Scott Schroyer, Brian Watts, Kevin Kaufman, Terry Lade, Adam Huggins, and Conor McGovern, going to round out your field there. They're going to go to their consolation events. As we roll off here is heat race number 2 in the books. Roll off here to heat race number 3. And starting on the pole, driving the number, they're saying the 101 machine. That is Brett C. Evans. And outside of him, driving the number 1, that is Eric Keller. Inside row at number 2 in the 3rd starting spot, that's car number 11 of Richie Gustin. 19 of Richie Gustin. And his dance for the outside, that's the Harris Hustler, driver number 61. That's Josh Peacock. Inside row at number 3 in the 5th starting spot, that is Ray Pinston. Ray Pinston in the number 993. And outside him, the number 21 of Nathan Kassler. Bobby Mattingly aboard car number 992. Going to roll off the very next row back, which is actually the number 3. And outside of him, that'll be the 128 of Steven Spees. Next row back will be Donnie Baddest, and then Brandon Gibbs aboard car number 34. Shotgun on the field, you'll see J.D. Sess in car 022 out of 11 cars. So it'll be Evans and Keller leading them down here to get the green flag off of turn number 4. We're going to wait here one more time as the pace truck still out there hanging out on the speedway. Wait one last time to see what happens here. We should be going to green flag. Racing here this time out of turn number 4. So heat race number 3, I believe it's the final heat race. As the green flag comes out. As that number 101 of Evans leading down the back straightaway here into turn number 3 and off of turn number 4. Brett Evans, your current race leader. Second is Eric Keller, and then you have Richie Gustin running in the third spot. Josh Peacock still running in fourth, as Peacock going to try to make his way in through a transfer spot here amongst the top 3. That's where you got to be to punch your ticket to the A main. If not, you're going to the consolation event. Watching these guys go around a little bit. Dancing it up as Eric Keller gets into the back of the 101 just a little bit. Keller high-low switch went over down to the inside, trying to get around that number 101 of Brett Evans. Okay. What did you see? Yeah, Peacock looking to the outside, and that number 61 machine trying to fire it on all cylinders here is we're going to get 5 to go, 5 more trips around, so we're halfway home. As Peacock now looking to the outside of Richie Gustin. Gustin right now holding on to the bubble there, the final transfer spot. The punch his golden ticket in to the may not have to go through a consolation event, but Peacock is trying so hard not to have to go to a consi. He knows how hard it is to make it through some of these consis, as now Gustin's drifting up the track, leaving the door wide open for Josh Peacock. For the 101, Brett Evans leading them down here into turns 3 and 4. With the one of Eric Keller now tuning it up onto the outside. Trying to go, they make contact, 1 and 2. And, where's the brakes on some of these guys over here in 1 and 2? Brakes are not needed over here. We're stacking them up in 1 and 2. Take a look-see there. Again, no brakes, as it looked like. Not sure what happened there. The 101 the 101 looked really slow on the bottom of the speedway, drifted up the track there, and just made some more contact there. Didn't realize Eric Keller was there. Keller was not able to lift out in time, and then the carnage pursued behind him. They're forgetting where the brake pedal was. So it looks like the 101 going to go down pit side.
That mixes it all up front.
Definitely does. So it's Richie Gustin, then Josh Peacock, then the 21 of Nathan Kassler, as that yellow flag is finally going to be extinguished. Taking pictures of decorating my store through Instant Messenger. 3 laps remain, and Richie Gustin again. Josh Peacock, Nathan Kassler, Bobby Mattingly there holding on to the 4th spot. Green flag is out. And the number 994, Richie Gustin leading them down through here. Josh Peacock running in 2nd. Nathan Kassler running 3rd. Bobby Mattingly running in that 4th spot. And 5th is Ray Pinson in that 993. 2 laps remaining there for the driver of the number 19 machine. We're going to get the white flag this time off the corner. One more trip around the speedway. They've gone through pretty quickly here. We're going to see the checkered flag here at the start finish line. It's going to be Richie Gustin taking out heat race number 3. Josh Peacock for 2. Nathan Kassler for 3. The rest go up to the scores, and we're going to replace them in the A and B mains. So we move on off to the C main. C main going to go away like this. Starting on the pole, that is Warren Samoy, board car 77. And then Ray Pinson in at number 993. He's going to roll off position at number 2. Inside row at number 2 in the third starting spot, that's Steve Spieth. Outside him, Jesse John Root aboard car number 75. Steve Spieth rolls up in the 5th spot with Ryan Wax in the 6th spot. Curtis Uphoff in at number 129. He rolls off 7th. JD Sass rolling off 8th. And then Terry Ladd aboard car number 92 rolling off in the 9th starting position. Dylan Swear starting 10th. And 11th will be Eric Keller. That will be your field here for the C main. Constellation event number 1 in the Pro Late Models. I'm going to have to take a look to see how many actually make it through here. 7 making on. So 12 laps will be the distance. 7 more drivers will punch their ticket in. So the A main here tonight is the iRacing.com and Chevy Silverado Pace Truck. Going to pull off down to pit road here this time around. We're going to wait for them to mash the gas off of turn number 4. They'll restack, repack. iRacing I flag green. The flag is out. We're Constellation Racing here for the C main into turn number 1. So it's Warren Savoy right now trying to definitely track down. He is your current leader here. Definitely trying to be tracked down by the number 55 machine of Steve Spieth. But Savoy currently leading here in the C main. We're going to ask that you refrain from comments out there in the chat box. You have a problem with any Pacific League, anything like that, please take them to the league administrators. We have nothing to do with any part of the league, so we're going to ask that you please refrain from any comments out there. If you do not, you will be politely removed from Full Velocity Racing Network. At least the comment will be removed. I will not remove you from watching the video, at least. So yellow flag going to come out here. So the one's really, I don't know what happened there. The one into the 22, that was a ride for the 22. Backing it into the outside retaining wall. Tough break for car number 22. So it's Warren Samoy, Steve Spieth, Ray Pinson, then you have Jesse Johnsrud, then you have Brian Wax, Steve Spieth, Eric Keller, Terry Lade, Dylan Swear, JD Sass, Curtis Uphoff right now, your 11 cars. Once again, this will be your final warning to the chat box. If you have nothing this night to say, please keep it to yourself. Again, we are the broadcast company, and I'm not going to continue to monitor it like a bunch of school childs out there, children. You guys are being children out there, so please take it somewhere else. Got something to say, you need to go talk to the admin staff. Thank you. So Warren Samoy, the 3 wide there is we've taken our attention from watching the race here. Jack, apologize, have some guys out there acting like children. But the number 77 of Warren Samoy leading it down here and leading this last lap of that number 75 of Jesse Johnsrud, doing a fantastic job to the outside. He is side by side down that back straightaway with car number 77 of Warren Samoy here in the C main. We're going to have 3 laps to go here off of turn number 4, 3 to go at the line. Ray Pinson is there in the 993, having a good run in the 4th spot. Number 7 cars make it on in to the A main. Number 75 kind of reminds me of, I don't know, I like it. It's like a Christmas bulb almost, like that 75, the nice red and the gold going on there. As white flag is out, one more trip around for Jesse Johnsrud. Johnsrud down the back straightaway, Samoy down to the inside one final time here. They come off a turn at number 4. Jesse Johnsrud going to take down the victory here for the C main. Warren Samoy going to finish up 2nd, Steve Spees for 3. Ray Pinson, then you have Brian Wax, Steve Spees, Eric Keller getting the final transfer spot in car number 1. Big hello to Bill Cook out there. Adam, nice to see you. So consolation event number 1 in the books. Consolation event number 2 getting ready to come live at you here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. And starting on the pole, driving the number 6 machine. Odd place for him to be is at Conti. That is CJ Phillips and Scott Musgard aboard car number 41. He's going to roll off position number 2. Bobby Mattingly in car number 3. He's going to roll off position number 3 with Scott Schroyer, the Sidewinder, rolling off position number 4. 5th starter sees Alan McDonald aboard car number 47, and outside him, the number 34 of Brandon Gibbs. Kevin Kaufman in car number 37, going to roll off position number 7 with the high side hustler Martin Karch in car number 33, going to roll away 8th. Johnny in the number 19 machine, going to roll off in that 9th spot with Adam Huggins rolling off 10th. Jason Skinner rolling off 11th, with Brett Evans in the 101 rolling off 12th. 12 cars we called for, all 12 cars out there on the speedway. So it's going to be Musgard and Phillips to lead them down to get the green flag. 12 laps will be the distance. Top 7 will move on to the A main.
Newcastle in the house. That's about an hour away.
Yeah. Oh, is it really? I've never actually been out to Indiana. One of these times I'm going to make my way on out here. We're going to go 3 wide for the race lead, though, off of turn number 4 for a moment. As the number 3 machine, even the Bobby Mattingly was getting into the fray there. But the number 6 of CJ Phillips taking command here and trying to run away and hide with that number 6 machine. Scott Musgard running in that 2nd spot. Bobby Mattingly running in the 3rd spot. But he is fighting there with that 41 machine. Good side-by-side battle for the 2nd spot between the 41 and the 3. Alan McDonald running in the 4th spot with Scott Schroyer running 5th in the 57. Kevin Kaufman running 6th. Let's take a look back to the final transfer spot. That's being locked down by the number 33 of Martin Karch. Karch trying to hold on to make sure he makes another aim main and car number 33. Hi, Chris out there. Appreciate your comment. We always enjoy having you out there in the chat box. Make sure you tune in here. As like we said, we're looking for some star donations out there, folks. Heck, you can become a supporter of the Full Velocity Racing Network, too, for $4.99 a month. And, hey, you don't have to throw any stars. I'll remember that you're a supporter. We'll throw some cool things in there, gadgets, some different things going on, some giveaways. We got to get up to at least 20 supporters, I would think. Goal is 50. I don't know how Ty BTV can have more supporters than Full Velocity Racing Network. I think that's impossible. We should have more supporters than Ty BTV, for that matter. Or we should have the same amount, at least. He has a lot more supporters than we do. I guess we just don't have the charm. We're not in the Santa suit there, Jack. Is yellow flag going to come out? You see him racing around in the Santa suit today. Uh,
Who was in the Santa suit?
High B.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
In the simulator, no less.
I was probably at work or something.
Probably. He does stream at some weird hours. And number 34, like you said, making contact there. A lot of contact.
Is Doug Dobbs out there tonight?
I thought I seen him earlier.
No,
I see Scott.
My comments aren't working that well.
I see Scott out there. I haven't seen Doug. Doug is sleeping. Hi, racing high flag, green flag back. Now we're racing here down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Dan Cummings Jr. out there saying ouch. Good to see you out there, Dan, too. As they run down the back straightaway here into turn number 3. So CJ Phillips, Alan McDonald. That is your top 2. Alan McDonald, that number 47 machine is there 4 laps to go at the line. So CJ Phillips trying to run away and hide in car number 6 with a 47 of Alan McDonald down to the inside, working over the bottom there, hub sucking, catfishing, whatever you want to call it there, wherever part of the world you are from, or whatever kind of lingo you want to use, definitely whatever lingo you want to use. As at number 6, CJ Phillips gets the possibly sticks up in the air. 2 more trips around here for the final consolation event of the evening. As a transfer spot, Scott Schroyer has the final transfer spot. He's just trying to hang on there. And he's got somebody all over him. Brent Evans all over him like a cheap suit. We're on the final lap. As Brent's really getting into the side of Scott Schroyer. You don't want to muster up Schroyer too much. Down into turn number 3 for the final time. Looks like Schroyer has that sealed there for the 7th spot. Yes, indeed, he does. CJ Phillips going to take down the lead. Or the win, I should say. And the lead. Alan McDonald, Kevin Kaufman, Scott Musgard, Bobby Manley, Jason Skinner, and Scott Schroyer round out your 7 cars, punching their golden ticket to the A main. As we go down through there, 3D Racing says he is probably sleeping. And then what a fantastic showing there for Big Al out there. And we're going to set things. We're getting ready to get locked and loaded here for tonight's A main feature here for the Pro Late Models. The Dirt Slingin Outlaw Pro Late Models. But before we do that, we're going to send things down trackside here at the Lanier National Speedway with Kevin Dedman and Dirty Grass Soul for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, in the home of
As the practice, the warm-up, I should say, hits 00, we're ready to go. A main feature racing time, and big thank you to all the sponsors scrolling through here in the left-hand corner. Man, I can't wait to see what's going to happen here tonight with the Pro Late Model Division at the Lanier Speedway. So we're going to jump right into the 3D Racing starting lineup. And starting on the pole with tonight's quick time, he's won his heat race. Driver of the number 1, that's Alex Payne. Had a very good run last week. We'll see if he can double it down this week with another podium finish. Outside of him, driving that number 8, that's Klein Evanhart. Evanhart aboard car number 8 on the outside pole. Inside row number 2 in the third starting spot, driving the number 19 machine, that is Richie Gustin. And his dance bar to the outside, driving the number 83, that's Blake Murray. Inside row number 3 in the fifth starting spot, that is driver of the number 1 machine, the ETI number 1, that is Travis Card. Dance partner to the outside, the Full Velocity Racing Network, Bulletproof Motorsports, traction by Boosted number 61. That's the Harris Hustler. That's Josh Peacock. Inside row number 2, or row number 4, excuse me, and the inside in the number 11 machine, that is Mitchell Farmer aboard the number 11 machine, and outside of him driving the number 2 machine, that is Tyler Hurst. Hurst aboard the number 2. Following to the next row back, inside row number 5 in the 9th starting spot, driving that number 21 machine, that is Nathan Kassler, and his dance brother outside driving the number 2, that is Tyler Hurst. Inside row number 6 in the 11th starting spot, that'll be car number 6, that is CJ Phillips, with Warren Samoy to his outside, his Tango and partner, in car number 77. Alan McDonald in the number 47, going to roll off in position number 13, and Steve Spees in the 14th starting spot. Kevin Kaufman rolls off 15th with Ray Peterson aboard car number 993. Scott Musgard, the number 41, going to roll off 17th, 18th. Brian Wax, Bobby Matley, Steve Spees. So you got Jason Skinner, Eric Keller, Scott Schroyer rounding out your 24 car field. Excuse me, 23 looks like. 23 car field is green flag already out there. These guys waste no time to get around here during their pace laps. And we got Alex Payne leading the whole field with the number 19 of Richie Gustin running in the second spot. He made sure work, was able to get around the number 1 of Travis Card. Card right now goes on the defensive there for his teammate, the number 8 with Klein Evanhart. Evanhart starting to drift back though. He's now into the clutches of that number 83 of Blake Murray. Murray down to the inside, side-by-side battle. That is for the 5th spot. So good racing going on back behind Alex Payne. Payne trying to run away and hide in car number 1, but we're going to get a quick yellow flag here. Yellow out. See what was involved, what brought out this yellow flag. I think the 75 of Jesse Dodrud involved. So Jesse was running right up there with the number 2 machine, and he just looks like he's going to clobber the wall just a little bit. Something going wrong though. Clobbers the wall. It keeps going there, and just a lot of contact, which also causes the B14 and Brian Wax around, and then some other cars behind. So 75 may have not been the caution, but he was the cause of the caution as he was slowing down up against the wall, and everybody else checked up, down beneath them, trying to make sure that they didn't run over top of them, and they ran over top of each other. So I guess that didn't work very well for any of the drivers down there. Hopefully they get their cars fixed, come back out there and race there from the back. There is Doug Dobbs out there. We finally found Doug Dobbs. So don't forget, folks, Star Donations here tonight go a long way. We're on lap 4 of 36 laps for the A-Main, the Pro Late Models. We will stay live here with the live link for the Supers. You may go to a splash screen, but Super Late Models will stay on the same exact link, so you can stay right with us. You can go grab a hot dog, your favorite beverage after this one's over. Just wait for those Supers to come on out here. At Lanier is the iRacing flag. Green flag back out. And Alex Payne onto the floorboard. The quickness steer down into turn number 1. The 19 of Richie Gustin is on the outside. The 1 down to the inside. That's Travis Card, the all green number 1. Side by side for the second spot. Gustin kind of pushes up there through 3 and 4, but able to hold on to the second spot over Travis Card. So the one back down to the inside again. The car trying to get around Gustin. Gustin fighting back to the outside. The 83 right there knocking on the door too. Blake Murray, Brian Evanhart right there in the top 5. And now Gustin losing more and more spots as he's pushing it twice as hard. He's up on the top side of the speedway. He's going to lose more spots. And then number 19. Tons of spots. Tons of spots for Richie Gustin. Just there's all kinds of issues going up there. You were saying somebody saved it out there, Jack. Who saved it?
I don't know. I just saw they were getting sideways and then they kept going.
These saves really amaze us here tonight. They amaze us anytime, huh, Jack? Wishing we could do that someday.
Oh, I save it right into the wall.
Yeah, me too. I know that feeling. Definitely know the feeling. So Alex Payne had a fantastic race last week. Looking to boat up and come up with another fantastic race this week in that number 1 machine. So normally flying the number 70, it's different to see Alex Payne in a 1 car, but he's doing fantastic in that 1 car. So maybe he's going to keep that number. Maybe you'll see him up in upstate New York change his number 2 to that number 1. Maybe that's why he's having such good luck there here so far. We'll see. I don't think you'll see him change from 70 to 1. There's too many 1s at the local dirt tracks around here in upstate New York. But Alex Payne continues to lead here through 3 and 4 here. 13 laps going to go up on the board of 40, so 27 laps remain. It's Alex Payne in the 1, Travis Card in the 1, the green number 1. And you have Blake Murray in the number 83, and 4th is Klein Eberhardt in the number 8, the 11 of Mitchell Farmer. Right now rounding out your top 5. As these guys going at a pretty good clip around the speedway last time by 14.818 for Payne. Next fastest was Travis Carr with a 14.917. So definitely Payne, the fastest car out there for the Pro Late models. Josh Peacock, Peacock peeking into the top 10. Now up to the 9th spot as he gets around Alan McDonald there. So again, Josh Peacock moving up to 9th. So the 61 machine looking a little bit hungrier here, trying to have good, consistent runs. Number 1, Travis Card has reeled in the 1 of Alex Payne. Everybody's sick of hearing about that. Is who's the better one? As the number 1 of Travis Card right there knocking on the door. We'll see if he's going to have anything for him. It's one thing to catch the driver. It's another thing to pass him. They still have 23 laps to do it in, too. We're not even halfway home here. Lap number 18 going up on the board. So 22 laps remain here. So just 2 laps shy of halfway home. But that number 1 of Travis Card just right there lurking in the shadows last time by was indeed faster. As Travis Card continuing to try to track down that 1 of Alex Payne. Another car link separating those two. Move on back there to Blake Murray. Murray in that number 83 has a battle of his own there with Klein Evanhart. Then you have Mitchell Farmer running in 11th. Those guys are pretty much checked out. CJ Phillips coming from a consolation event. He's up to 6-2. So look out for CJ Phillips. They're looking to climb up through the field.
I'm not used to seeing him in that far back.
No, CJ normally not that far back. You are correct. He's making his way up through though. He's tooling right along. They're in that number 6 machine. So again, Alex Payne, your race leader still with the 1 of Travis Card all over his rear bumper, his deck lid, whatever you want to call it there. As he looks down to the bottom of the speedway again to try to get around Alex Payne, maybe even to uproot him there. As we are just past halfway home here, 18 laps remain for Alex Payne. And Payne seems to be slipping up off that bottom just a little bit, where the 1 of Travis Card can keep it down just a little bit longer. He's able to get through the corner a little bit better, but Payne just pulls him on the straightaways in that number 1 machine. So we continue to look around here, watching these guys drive through the field and watching. Right now, Mitchell Farmer has been caught, I do believe, by CJ Phillips. No, CJ still about 5 or 8 car lengths back. Trying to catch Mitchell Farmer. Another yellow flag would probably help that 6 of CJ Phillips. I don't want to see another yellow flag. We've seen some good races so far. And that 1 of Travis Card seems to be getting faster each and every time a lap clicks off here as the track starts to slicking off. Travis Card's setup seems to be coming to him a lot better. then maybe that number 1 of Alex Payne. You can see Payne letting off in the middle portion of the track to get away from pushing through the center. And right now it seems to be working, but how long can he hold off that 1 of Travis Carr?
Looks like they got lap traffic coming up too.
Yeah, lap traffic is indeed coming up. That's going to make things interesting. Lap traffic in the form of, looks like maybe Jason Skinner, Steve Spieth. Those guys, they've been battling it out a couple different times. Steve Spieth and the 993 machine of Ray Pinson. And then you got the 41 of Scott Muscard. Those guys have been battling out, so it's going to be interesting to see how the leaders are going to pick and choose their way around this lap traffic, or are they just going to hang out there? As the 83 has also caught the top 2. That is Blake Murray. So Murray right there waiting to bounce. So that lap traffic could be key in many different factors here at Lanier. So Payne continues to lead in car number 1. Travis Card in the other number 1 right there. The 83 goes up to pound the cushion up next to the wall. That is Blake Murphy. Murphy trying to close in. As Murphy still holding on to the 3rd spot. Clyde Evanhart and Mitchell Farmer. Your top 5 as Alex Payne just setting sail there with Travis Card still knocking on the door, though, as lap traffic becomes an issue here. First car to go a lap down looks like it's going to be maybe the 128 of Steve Spieth. Steve Spieth, excuse me. As the 1 of Alex Payne working over the bottom of the speedway, trying to methodically pick his way through lap traffic with the other number 1 of Card right there. So Card has looked to the bottom a couple different times so far, but he's out there knocking on the door, but I don't know if he's got anything left in the bank. Alex Payne been that much faster here all evening long, and Payne definitely showing why he's a force to be reckoned with here in the Pro Late Model Division. So 5 laps remain for Alex Payne in that number 1 machine. As Payne holding off the other number 1 of Travis Card. Card's tried a couple different times down to the bottom. It just doesn't seem like he's able to uproot Alex Payne out of the way. So we're going to get 4 to go here at Lanier. Again, the 1 and the 1 show here tonight with Blake Murray running in the 3rd spot. 4th is still Clyde Evanhart and Mitchell Farmer running 5th. CJ Phillips 6th. And then it goes Richie Gustin, Tyler Hurst, Josh Peacock, Alan McDonald, your top 10. Look how close they are together here. Throw a blanket over them, and they will all disappear through 3 and 4 as those popsicle sticks go up in the air. 2 more trips around here in the Pro Late Model Division, as these guys have put on a whale of a show here at Lanier National Speedway, and they are coming down into turns 3 and 4. Off of turn number 4, you're going to see that white flag fly for Alex Payne, who has dominated every length of this race for the most part. Looks like he's going to come away with, as long as he leads this last lap, 39 of the 40 laps led there by Alex Payne down through 3 and off of turn number 4 for the final time. Alex Payne takes down the game man here at Lanier National Speedway. Second to Travis Clark, Clyde Evanhart, Blake Murray, Mitchell Farmer, CJ Phillips, Richie Gustin, Tyler Hurst, Josh Peacock, and Alan McDonald rounding out your top 10. We'll leave it all at that. The rest up to the scores, but man, what a great race here. So we'll make our way on down to BladeNote.com, Victory Lane, interview our top drivers here in just a few moments on the Full Velocity Racing Network. down here in BladeNote.com, Victory Lane, and hey, we're going to get to tonight's third place finisher before we move on to second and tonight's winner there, Alex Payne. But we got Klein Evanhart right here finishing up in that third spot in car number 8. Hey, a fantastic run here. Good showing here for the second time out for that number 8 machine. But hey, Klein, tell us about your race here. And man, I don't know, how was it for you out there? It seemed like the groove changed quite a bit.
Yeah, man, it was slick. I like it when it kind of moves up off the bottom a little bit, kind of gets there into the middle. I think it was getting there at the end. Like they pulled me for a little bit, and then I felt like, once I finally got to that little middle area, I felt like I was pretty good, but just a little bit too late.
Yeah, it seemed like you were starting to run faster lap times as the track slickened off there for that number 8 machine. Did you prepare for the track to slicken off like that here in the pros, or was it just kind of a guess?
I think I guessed a little too slick. I think the top holds more here than it used to. I mean, I know there for majority of the feature we were on the bottom, but it was like you could, the top held a lot longer than I did, so I think I might have tightened it up a little too much.
All right, Klein, before I let you go, I'll give you that microphone last time. If you think or would like to think here on the Full Velocity Racing Network, be the first time, well, I've got a chance to talk to you on here, so hey, take it away.
Yeah, man, appreciate y'all for commentating the race. Dirt Slingin Outlaws putting this race on. Got to thank everybody at ECR, Everhart Transportation, Bama Race Parts, Miller Farms. We'll get to work and try to get something better next week.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, driving the number 8 tonight and finishing up in that second spot, that is Klein Evanhart in car number 8 again, folks. Big thank you that goes out to him there. It's the first time. It's always good to see first-time guys out here on the podium. We'll move on down here to tonight's second place finisher. It looks like it's going to be Travis Card here as we get ready to let him stop talking here. We got Travis Card now here and another number 1. But Travis, a good run for that one machine, man. What was it going to take to get around Alex Payne there?
Oh, man, he was pretty good. I was probably better, but, it's one groove around the bottom, and he was just wide enough. I was trying to roll up on his right rear quarter panel and never could get it to work. But, yeah, it was a good race.
Yeah, definitely a good race, a clean race for the number 1 here this week. Definitely able to get a good run there on Alex Payne, but was not able to get around him completely there, unfortunately. Like you said, it got locked to the bottom. What do you think caused that? I mean, it looked like the top was pretty strong early, and then all of a sudden it just locked down there.
They just moved it out too much, too far to the wall. It got too narrow and too high up there, just it just slowed down. I knew it would be good for a while, but I ultimately figured it would get slick and the bottom would win it.
All right, Travis Carter, before I let you go, I'll give you the microphone last time. You can think or would like to think here on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
Yeah, my ECR teammates, Jim Emery, for doing our paints, Everhart Transportation Incorporated, Bama Race Parts, Miller Farms, and I want to thank D1RT. We bought some of their setups, and they're pretty good. All
right, Travis Carter, bring home the second spot there for that number 1 machine. So we'll let Travis get back to it. Hopefully we'll see him here up and coming here. Is trying to move people around without moving them into the wrong room here. As a good thing Jack's on controls here. So we're going to move on down here to BladeNote.com, Victory Lane with tonight's winner here. Hey, that 1 car, man, that might be a change of luck for you, Alex. I don't know. Is that going to be a change completely here for the season?
I don't know. We ain't decided yet, but I mean, so far we got a third and 2 wins on it, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, I definitely call that good here. A good win here tonight at Lanier, dominating fashion there, leading 39 of the 40 laps. It says I think you actually led 40 of the 40 laps. I'm not completely 100% sure. You might have just barely lost that first lap, but Alex, a good run for you there, man. What was it taking out there? They said it got locked down to the bottom. Was that the case? Just the car running good down the bottom, everything was locked there?
I mean, I put in a little bit of practice. I practiced a lot by myself, and I built these 2 setups, and I was planning on, the top was, I figured it'd come in 3 and 4, and like I kind of roll the bottom in 1 and 2 to kind of just gain speed. But I might have been there. I tried it a few times, but you got to be all the way up there, and I didn't want to risk getting tight or anything. So I was decent enough on the bottom. I mean, Travis was really good there. We were, it was tough with him behind me the whole time. It was just one little mistake and he got me, but we held it together, and that's so far. Well, we won the Supers last week and now Pros this week, so hopefully we can go get the Supers again.
Yeah, looking to try to double that down. Got the same type of setup you're going to be using for those Supers here tonight, Alex?
I'm thinking so. Last time I talked to you about that, I went and changed everything, but I think we'll leave her alone this time. We're pretty close. I just got to get back used to that power of them Supers. So.
All right, Alex. Before I let you go here to get ready for those Supers, I give you that microphone. Thank you. We'd like to thank here tonight.
I'd like to thank Big Al's Guns, Speed Connection, Redline Motorsports, Speed Style Graphics, all my team guys over there that helped me. And if anybody's looking for some good setups, check out paytowinsetups.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, picking up the win here in the Pro Late Models here is the Lanier National Speedway driver of the number 1, Alex Payne, taking it down here. He's going to go get ready for the Super Late Models here and hopefully looking to double it down here at Lanier. We'll see if he can take down the Super win here tonight, just like he did last week here, as we'll let him get back to wherever he needs to go here. We'll put him down here, and he'll let him be able to move here. But we're going to let you know, folks, we're going to stay live here on the link. You'll see a splash screen with some music. Obviously, we're going to be getting ready here for the second race, where the Super Late Models take to Lanier National Speedway. It may be a little bit lengthy, folks, so just stay tuned. Go grab your favorite beverage, a hot dog, a sandwich, a late night snack, an Oreo cookie, some milk to dunk it in. I don't know. Try anything, and we'll be back at you here with the Full Velocity Racing Network. We're going to go to the splash screen, so we'll be back at you here in a little bit.
Call me the Joker, call me the fool. When she calls, I
TV begins now. Velocity TV begins now.
And welcome back. Finally, we've been unsilenced. The mute buttons have been lifted, and the super late models will be coming right straight into your office, your living room, I don't know, your bathroom. I don't know. I've seen some weird, quirky things here, but I'm Todd Stanton alongside of me down in the production trailer and making a comment every once in a while. That's Jack Truan making all that magic happen. We're already getting ready, locked and loaded here for heat race number 1. The 3D Racing starting line going to go away like this, starting on the pole. Driving the number 63 machine, that'll be Clifford Driscoll. His dance part of the outside, driving the number 56. That's Brad Dyer. Inside row number 2, that'll be JD Sass aboard car number 22, and Tyler Hurst aboard that O2 machine on the outside. Inside row number 3 will be Cole Rhodes aboard number 7. And Ray Pinson aboard the 993, going to roll off position number 6. 7 starter is the number 1 of Eric Keller. And Brandon Gibbs aboard the 034, going to roll off position number 8. And 9th starter will be Michael Massey aboard car number 45. And Steve Speece aboard the number 128, going to roll off in the 10th starting position. 10 cars we called for. All 10 we do have. Wanted to make sure. I don't know why I want to make sure, but I'm making sure. Even though I counted them, they were all nice and highlighted, and they are locked and loaded here. Super late model racing action. Let's see what these guys got in store for us here tonight. Pros put out a whale of a show. Can the supers back that up, or can they do even better? We're just got to see here in just a few moments. Heat race number 1, getting the iRacing I flag, green flag, and Clifford Driscoll on the gas. Down the first straightaway into turn number 1, it's Driscoll. Here comes the 22 of JD Sass down to the inside, side by side with Bad Brad Dyer. And that number 56 machine as JD Sass down to the inside. As Sass going to take over the second spot from the 56. Oh, some contact. JD Sass around and into the wall hard. Upside down, we have a turtle. JD Sass on his roof. Somebody flipping back over. Why is the turtle? He's struggling to get back over. He's going to have to call the tow truck. Tough break for JD Sass. Instant replay on that one, man. A lot of contact there. I think there was contact between, it looked like Tyler Hurst and maybe, let's see who the other car was. There was a pair of green cars. Contact with JD Sass, 7 into 2. So tough break for that number 22 machine. Going to get our first yellow in the super late model racing action here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. '56 coming down to 2. We're going to go with Jack's opinion here. He's got the cameras. He's got the controls. He knows what's going on.
56 into the 2, into the 7, 22, short end of the stick.
Real short. He got turtled. We got a point, though, out of that one. 1 point.
Yeah, we get points, and he gets to go to the pits.
Yes, and get some other things going on out there. So we'll see what's going to happen here. Oh, Brad Dyer is going to the tail for his contact, his part involved in that caution. So guess what, Phil? Phil. Wow. Guess what, Jack?
What?
Phil? You're a dime a dozen announcer.
The dime a dozen production guy. Get it right.
Yeah, you're right. So Brad Dyer, you were correct on that one. See, you may have been an admin once or twice.
Don't tell anybody.
Green flag Gibbs back out. Clifford Driscoll, you know who hasn't tuned in? That is Phil Lacasse. He hasn't tuned in to any of our races here tonight. Tuned in last night for 1 second to let us know he was here, and then he left. So Clifford Driscoll right now, your race leader. With Cole Rhodes running in that second spot in car number 7. Then you got the number 2 of Tyler Hurst, Michael Massey running in the 4th spot in that number 45 machine. Massey? Oh, it's Lanier.
Yeah.
It's a free track. He's probably spent a lot of time on that type of track. And he's getting better.
I thought he was a Legends car guy.
He is a Legends car fan, and he's an asphalt fan too. He loves the asphalt. Don't let him fool you. He likes the asphalt.
So do I. You got to take that to get to the track.
Yeah, you definitely got to. As we are just over halfway home. 4 more laps here for the 63 of Clifford Driscoll, who's been dominating here in heat race number 1. Second is still Cole Rhodes, and then you got Tyler Hurst and Michael Massey. Massey running in the 4th spot.
How many
I believe
transfer?
Only 3 transfer on here. Let's make sure. Yep, 3 transferring on. So Michael Massey 1 spot out, but he have a good starting spot in one of those events. So we'll see what's going to happen there. So you'll have a good chance to have a transfer spot through one of the consolation events. So 2 laps to go. Popsicle sticks up in the air for Clifford Driscoll. Already down the back straightaway, down into turn number 3. No. We're hearing some kind of noise, but looks like we're going to keep going here. White flag going to be out for Clifford Driscoll. 1 more trip around. He's been leading this one here over Cole Rhodes, Tyler Hurst, and Michael Massey as he dives off into turn 3 and 4. Clifford Driscoll will take down heat race number 1. Second going to go to Cole Rhodes. Third to Tyler Hurst. The rest to the consolation events. So heat race number 1 in the books. We'll move on to heat race number 2. And it will go away like this. Starting on the pole, driving the number 1 machine here. The pro late model winner here tonight at the Lanier National Speedway. That's the driver, Alex Payne. His days are the outside. Another guy that finished on the podium in the pro late models. And that is Klein Ebenhart. And another guy who finished on the podium. Well, that is Travis Card rolling off in the 3rd spot. His days are the outside. That's the number 29 of Scott Dobbs. Inside row number 3 in the 5th starting spot. That will be Richie Gustin. And outside of him, Brett C. Evans in the 101. Shane James in the 1J. Brand new number here tonight. The 1J of Shane James. Going to roll off position number 7. And outside of him, the double knot, that's Jason Skinner. Johnny Ibadias in the number 19 machine. Going to roll off in the 9th spot. So 9 cars we called for. 9 cars we have out there. Well, I don't see 10 on my screen. Oh, yeah, Mitchell Farmer. And now he pops in here on my little screen. I think Jack's messing with me. Taking my screen away. So Scott Dobbs. Where'd Dobbs go?
Oh, if I had that power, Phil would have never made it through a broadcast.
Scott Dobbs has disappeared. I think Gomer got him.
Leave him alone, Gomer.
So Dobbs not out there answering the call. So he raced number 2. Yeah, he was answered it, but Gomer said no. He said goodbye. Goodbye. See you later. Try again next time. Yeah, horrible position for Scott Dobbs. As the racing eye flag, green flag comes out. Payne mashes that gas off of turn number 4 in that number 1 machine. He leads the charge down to turn number 1. Here comes the 8 of Ebenhart. Ebenhart down to the inside, trying to do something with Payne. Can't do anything. There, and that number 8 machine has the back out with the 1 now goes on the assault. That is Travis Card. Down the inside. Oh, Richie Gustin. Richie Gustin in the 1J of Shane James. Making contact over there, and that was enough to bring out the yellow flag here. We're going to slow him back down, restack and repack the field. But Shane James and Richie Gustin involved in that one. The net code we're going to call. That's Gomer playing around. I'm telling you. Gomer's in full force with his children here tonight. Phil somewhere. He never pays attention.
I thought that was Gomer's child, Phil.
He's one of them. One of the many. I don't know why he takes Phil all the time and prods him, though. I don't know if you should be doing that to your children. Must be it's the belt. I don't know. You can't even do that anymore.
And child abuser.
Yeah, don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. I just remember the old school ways. Green flag comes out, and Alex Payne leads it back down into turn number 1. The 1 goes to work. That is Travis Card on Earnhardt. Earnhardt out to the outside. Trying to hold on that second spot. Here comes, it looks like the double zero of Jason Skinner. Another one of them ETI cars down the inside, trying to duff it up there with the 101 machine, who is Brad C. Evans. So Evans on the outside, trying to make the outside work. They're running the cushion up against the wall through turns 3 and 4, and even 1 and 2 for that matter, as Gustin trying to do the same thing along with Shane James. But Alex Payne showing the quick way around. He won the heat race in the feature, and Alex Payne disappears. Gilmer messing with Payne. Put him back down to earth, as Alex Payne right now holding on. 5 to go. 5 in, 5 to go. So the one of Alex Payne right now halfway home. Is he going to see 4 to go here this time at the line? Is Alex Payne showing the quick way around. That number 8 machine right now running in the second spot. That is Clyde Evanhart, excuse me. Travis Card running into the third spot. Card looking to the bottom now. ETI 2, 3, and 4 out there on the speedway. As they come down that back straightaway down into turns 3 and 4, we're going to see the the parallel sticks, popsicle sticks in the air. 2 more
English.
trips around. No, I don't know if it's English. I think it's Gomer. Gomer's messing with me too. As Alex Payne leads it down off of turn number 4. White flag in the air. Let's see it say it twice there. As Alex Payne trying to hold on here to heat race number 2. The 8 trying one last ditch effort here as they go down the back straightaway. Evanhart trying one more time. Not going to be able to do it. Sealing the deal is the number 1 machine of Alex Payne. Second going to go to Klein Evanhart. Travis Card going to round out your 3 cars that make it on into the main. The rest will go to Constellation Racing. Heat race number 2 in the books. So now we're going to move on here to heat race number 3. Heat race number 3 is the final heat race of the evening. Then we'll go to Constellation events. So 3 more cars will punch that golden ticket into the A main. Starting on the pole, and oh boy, look at the 61. Beautiful looking car, Josh Peacock. But then starting on the pole, the number 6 of CJ Phillips, Josh Peacock. The golden 61. I don't want to call him it, and I'm not going to. But it is the Harris Hustler, Josh Peacock.
Oh, the flying
Starting
peacock?
No, the golden peacock. I was going to call him the golden pheasant. But inside row number 2 in the third starting spot, driving the number 44 here tonight, that is Scott Musgard. And outside him, Brian Wax aboard the B14 machine. Bobby Madley in the number 3 machine, going to roll off in position number 5. Outside of him, Jesse Johnsrud aboard the number 75. Going to roll off 6. Nathan Kassler in that number 21 machine. He's going to roll away in the 7th spot with Martin Karch, the high side hustler, to his outside. Adam Huggins, the last car on the field. Warren Samoy's an admin. So we called for 9. We have 9 out there.
That's a pretty 61 car.
It is pretty. I like the golden 61. It's a different looking car for Josh Peacock.
I believe that was the one he was working on earlier.
Yeah, he was trying to put it together. Definitely trying to put it together. So the iRacing iFlag, green flag is out, and CJ Phillips leading it down into turn number 1. Peacock right there for 2. The 44 drifts way up the track. Scott Musgard. Musgard now falls back into the bunches there. Bobby Mattingly. Mattingly now moves to the 3rd spot. But it is CJ Phillips in shot Peacock. Bobby Mattingly is Clifford Driscoll was out in the first one. See if CJ, his teammate, can take down this win too. As Bobby Mattingly still holding on there. Right now currently running in the 3rd spot. That's the hot spot right now. That's the final ticket to make it in here through the heat races, at least. The rest go to the consolation events, and those could be a nightmare. They could be a mess. They could be any of the sorts. You don't know who's going to make it through those ones, but the chances of qualifying here, maybe pretty realistic if you can get up there 4th, 5th, 6th. You can start up front. It's all about position sometimes at Lanier. It locks down to the bottom of the speedway, and that's where you want to be. And right now you can run the top a little bit, but it seems like the bottom is where it's at tonight again. 75 definitely, Jesse Donrud definitely trying to beat the wall down and trying to make that outside groove work as we are halfway home. 5 in, 5 to go for CJ Phillips. Peacock still running in that second spot. Third is still Bobby Mattingly. So Mattingly right now holding on to the final transfer spot and trying to drive away from that number 44. So they're going to continue to race here pretty heavy and hard. As CJ Phillips still holding on, but Josh Peacock's got faster the last couple of laps, faster than CJ Phillips. So Peacock trying to close the gap, but I think it's going to be a little bit too late. 2 laps to go here around the Lanier National Speedway for CJ Phillips. So those popsicle sticks up there, the yellow and the white flag straight up in the air. They come down the back straight away. It's Phillips, Peacock, and Mattingly. I don't think anybody going to touch those 3 guys unless they make a huge mistake. White flag in the air, and they're pretty much around first sound up front there, first and second. The 44 starting to track down the 3 machine of Bobby Mattingly, but I don't think he's going to have anything to do with it. Down into 3 and 4 for the final time. It is going to be the 6th of CJ Phillips taking down heat race number 3. Josh Peacock and Bobby Mattingly going to move on to the main through heat races. The rest go to consolations here tonight. It looks like 7 coming out of each one. So 7 coming out of each consolation.
Look who is on the pole.
On the pole here of the C main, the first consolation event, that is the number 45 of Michael Massey. See, I told you them spots are good. His dancing brother outside, that is Scott Muscard in that number 44. Inside row at number 2 in the 3rd starting spot, that's the number 19, that's Richie Gustin. And Bad Brad Dyer in the number 56. He's going to roll off in position number 4. 5th starter sees Martin Karts, the high side hustler, with Shane James in the 1J on the outside in position number 6. 7th will be Ray Pisnan aboard the number 993, and Brian Wax aboard the B14, and going to roll off in position number 8. Scott Dobbs in the number 29 machine going to roll off 9th, way back there. And JD Sass aboard the number 22, who had bad luck in his heat race. He is going to roll off position number 10. We will take 7 cars. 12 laps will be the distance. Who's going to be them 7 cars? We're going to answer that, obviously, in 12 laps.
Who's the 3 going home?
Yeah, who's the 3 going to go home? Does anybody have any guess? As the green flag comes out, and Massey with a slow start, but able to keep the other drivers at bay behind him. And they're all crossed up, definitely behind him, as they're smashing a little bit there. Dobbs, oh, Brian Wax. Wax is the 29 of Scott Dobbs. Dobbs around, yellow flag going to come out, but the B14 of Brian Wax into the lap of Scott Dobbs. That brings out our yellow flag. Oh, there's a ton going on.
And Scott Dobbs still can't buy any luck.
Yeah, no luck for Scott Dobbs. Also selling out in the chat box saying, come on, Mike Massey. Looking for some star donations? Star donations. 795 stars by Scott Dobbs. Can anybody get some star donations out here?
Can anybody beat Scott Dobbs?
I don't know. Can anybody beat him? 795. I guess we'll wait and see if that's going to happen. 795. Well, 795. Yeah, I know. The race is out there for Scott Dobbs on the star donations. Can he pull that off? We'll have to see. So we haven't got a much green flag racing here in the C main. A big wreck over there. No, I know. No, Massey's still trying to lead a lap. Is he going to be able to do so this time? Green flag is back out. Massey got a better start that time. Down to the turn number 1. Richie Gustin makes short work of the 44. So put Gustin to the second spot as Massey trying to lead this first lap here. As Gustin really drove it in pretty hard. Massey going to lead this time here in that number 45. So remember, folks, you only have to get into the top 7. And Scott Dobbs running 10th right now. So can he get inside the top 7 here to make it on into the A main? But Mike Massey doing a fantastic job. Now Gustin comes under fire. This Gustin goes way up the track on the 44 of Scott Musgard. He moves into the second spot. Again, the 1J Machine 2 of Shane James with a brand new number here tonight. James right now running in the 4th spot. So Shane James doing a fantastic job there. New car, new kind of scheme, new brand new number that we're not used to seeing. So Shane James right now currently holding on to the 4th spot. 5th right now is Brian Wax, Ray Piston aboard the 993, and Brad Dyer right now holding on to the final transfer spot. You got JD Sassage Hungry, Scott Dobbs, and Martin Karch out of this event now, parking the car. No, he comes back out now. Yeah, I think Gomer. Thought they took him out of the event. Thought they took him out. So Richie Gustin and that number 44 going at it against Scott Musgard with Shane James right there nipping on the heels as Massey continues to lead this heat race. The C main. Did pretty good in the heat race too, 4th. That's pretty good for Mike Massey, who's working over the bottom side of the speedway. He's doing his best impression there of the hub suck down there on the bottom of the speedway right there next to the wall. Just riding it, minding his own P's and Q's. He knows that's where the fast groove is right now. You can be soft on the pedal and come out of that corner without spinning those tires and able to keep that lead as Gustin really throwing it in deep up on the high side. And then number 19 machine is Scott Musgard in that 44 down to the inside. Still a good side-by-side battle for the second spot. As again, it's going to be 2 to go here for Mike Massey in that number 45 machine. As the 19 again of Gustin trying to do everything he can. As Massey holding on to the lead here in the C main. It'll be a good moment here for Massey as the white flag comes out. Can he hold on for one more circuit here in the C main? One more trip around. The 45 of Mike Massey is down the back straightaway for the final time off into turn number 3. Gustin throws her in pretty deep and strong. Gustin is going to not beat him to the line. It's going to be Mike Massey taking down the C main. Woo! Michael Massey taking down the C main victory here with Richie Gustin and Scott Dobbs. I don't think made it in. I think he made it in. Didn't quite see that one, but that'd be tough. Poor old Scott having such bad luck. So we're going to move on here to the B main, which is cancellation event number 2. Starting on the pole, driving the 00 machine, that'll be Jason Skinner. His dancer part of the outside, driving the number 1. That is Eric Keller. Jesse Johnsrud aboard car number 75, going to roll off position number 3. In the 4th starting spot is Brett C. Evans in that 101. Brandon Gibbs aboard the 34, going to roll off position number 5. And Nathan Kessler in that number 21 machine, he's going to roll off position number 6. 7th start will be Donnie Vaddis in that number 19 machine. And outside of him, Steve Speece aboard car number 128. Shotgun on the field, Adam Huggins in car number 16. 9 cars out there, so 2 cars go home. 7 cars will punch the golden ticket into the A main. Want to thank everyone for tuning in to the Full Velocity Racing Network. We did the Dirt Slingin Outlaws Pro and late models on the same link here tonight to try to keep everybody here on the docket here. If you want to see them in separate links next time, just let us know. We're willing to work with anybody. Figured we would keep it going. Yeah, I only got 21 right now, 41 on the first one. Heck, if you want to do us a favor out there, let everybody know that we're live here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Share it out there. Heck, become a follower here tonight. We're still, 692 away from 10,000 followers. Love to do it by the end of the month. I don't know if it's going to happen, but make sure you have your mother, grandfather, grandmother, your brother, your sisters, your aunts, your uncles that are wrecking over there. Make sure you have them. Follow our page. The yellow flag going to come out here. The Millionaire Media and Design yellow flag once again. Take a look to see what happened there. Eric Keller just got loose. It just got snap happy on him, as I would call it, there in the one machine. He brought it back, but man, that thing was so evil on the front straightaway, just so slick for the one, and that's why you go around there in the knot. And he kept it going 360. Good driving there by Eric Keller. Ready? Yeah, he did. He did have a little bit of help. You're correct. So the 34 Gibbs getting into the back of him.
Oh, I know I'm correct.
Well, it was evil. To get him sideways to begin with, that was really evil. So we would like to see some supporters out there. If you would like to become a supporter of the Full Velocity Racing Network, we'll send that link out here in just a few moments. $4.99 a month helps us out. Got some pretty cool things. Some percentages off iRacing iFlag, percentages off Millionaire Design, Media and Design, Design to Media. Whatever way you want to put it. I bet you we could get a promo code for Blade Node. We haven't done that yet.
Number 1 to the back.
Oh, number 1's being called for that one. Be able to do some giveaways. We just got to see that get up to about 20, folks. 20. Oh, you want 25? 25, we'll do some giveaways. We have some pretty cool giveaways, too. The iRacing iFlag green flag comes out. The 00 machine of Jason Skinner leads it here. And we'll see if he can hold on. Jesse Johnsford running in that second spot. Third is Bressy Evans, and I guess for record. All right, Eric Keller having some bad luck here tonight, too. Oh, no star option for Russell Stennis. You can become a supporter, Russell. Become a supporter. Let's see. Oh, I can't send it yet, but we'll put that option up there. You can become a supporter. Only $4.99 a month. You don't even need to send stars. So the 00 Jason Skinner still continues to lead it. Jesse Johnsford running in second. Third is Brett C. Evans. Fourth is Brandon Gibbs and Don Battis right now running in that fifth spot. Man, a good battle up front here. don't think so. Maybe the stream's gone too long. Say anything about removing the stars? Now I got no warnings. Nobody's yelled at us. There's a 3 wide for the lead here. And definitely 75 of Jesse Johnsford has been working over the top side of the speedway. It's starting to come in for him there. And definitely pounding the outside cushion there, putting that right rear on the cushion. Is that number 101 down to the inside too. Trying to get around the double knot machine of Jason Skinner. As Skinner right now holding on to the second spot. And the 101 of Brent C. Evans right there too. So Eric Keller out of this event. So only one car going to go home right now. Adam Huggins, unfortunately, right now in the spot to go home on the trailer. That's unfortunate. As Jesse Johnswood right now gets the 2 to go signal over Jason Skinner, Brett C. Evans. And Jesse Johnswood has definitely just ran away from the rest of the field. He's gone. Like you said, as that white flag comes out.
It looked like he got shot out of a cannon.
Yeah, he hit the NOS. They're going to pull him to tech after this one, but the 75 of Jesse Johnsrud going to win. The consolation event, the B main. Jason Skinner, Bressy Evans, Brandon Gibbs, Donnie Battis, Nathan Kessler, and Steve Spees make it into the A main. Congratulations to those drivers as we take another pause. Warm up going to go on. We're going to send things down trackside. We're going to play that national anthem one more time. Take it away. Down on trackside, Kevin Deadman and Dirty Grass Soul.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And welcome back to the Full Velocity Racing Network. Hey, we're going to go A-main feature racing time. 40 laps will be the distance here for the super late models for the Dirt Slingin Outlaws. And we'll see if somebody can double it down. Can Alex Payne double it down maybe? We'll wait and see. As we're getting locked and loaded here for the big feature, Lanier National Speedway on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Thank you to all the viewers tuning in. We're going to throw up that supporter grow there. As you can see it now, it should come up. I hope it comes up on your screen. That works. Yep, it's going to come up there. That's the goal. You can click on that, $4.99 a month. We'll get you to become a supporter here with the Full Velocity Racing Network. We'd love to have you as a supporter. As we get locked and loaded here, we're going to start right into the 3D Racing starting lineup. Starting on the pole, driving the 3D Racing number 63. That is Clifford Driscoll and his dancing partner to the outside, driving car number 1. That is Alex Payne. Inside row number 2 in the third starting spot, that'll be the number 6 machine, is CJ Phillips. And outside him, the number 7 of Cole Rhodes. Inside row number 3 in the fifth starting spot, that'll be the number 8 of Klein Evanhart. And his dancing partner to the outside, driving the number 61, the Bulletproof Motorsports number 61. That's Josh Peacock. Seventh starter will be Tyler Hurst aboard the number 2 machine and the ETI number 1 of Travis Card will roll off position number 8. Bobby Mattingly aboard car number 992 going to roll off 9th, and Michael Massey in car number 45. He will roll off in the 10th spot. Jesse Johnsrud in number 75 will roll off 11th with Richard Gustin to the outside of him, and Jason Skinner and Scott Musgard the next row back. We have Brett Evans and Shane James in the 1J. Brandon Gibbs, Brian Wax, and Danny Best, Brad Dyer, Nathan Kessler, Ray Visit, Steve Speece, and we're getting locked and loaded. Green flag in the air off of turn number 4, and leading the charge down into turn number 1. That number 63 of Clifford Driscoll, banging doors the 6 and the 1. Payne and CJ Phillips still banging going down into turns 3 and 4. Off of turn number 4, the 63 of Clifford Driscoll leads lap number 1. Definitely have to agree with you there. Cone lines do matter. Yeah, I'm not sure. The cone is right there. No, another cone getting hit there. The green cone down to the inside. As yellow flag going to come out. Hopefully it wasn't the cone being knocked out. I believe it might even be Steve Speece. A combination there. 993 visits the barrier there. Yeah, Steve Speeds. 993 visiting the barrier. A little gap in the wall, per se. So we have 3 laps in already here of the Super Late Model Tour here, Dirt Slingin Outlaws. Again, like I said, folks, if you have stars out there, if you have the star button, make sure you hit the stars. Send us some stars here. If not, the subscriber button down there. You can become a subscriber. Not sure where that button is. I believe it's the teal button down there. If you're watching on your phone. Or if you're watching on a live stream, you can see the teal button. If you're over there on YouTube, which a lot of the guys watch YouTube, come on over to Facebook, let us know. I think you can become something over on YouTube too now. As the green flag coming back out there is Clifford Driscoll going to once again lead over CJ Phillips, number 8, running in that second spot. That is Klein Evanhart. As Alex Payne has dropped back to the 4th spot, so Payne a little bit different there. Way up to the top shelf of the speedway goes Payne, and that number 1. He found something up there for a minute. We'll see Alex Payne propelling him back to the second spot there across that start finish line. CJ Phillips dropping back like a bad habit. As the one of Alex Payne right up on the cushion in that number 1 machine, running in the 3rd spot. As Driscoll drives away so far. The number 8 running second, that is Klein Evanhart. Evanhart right now running second. Here comes Payne to the outside again, trying to make his way through, but we're going to be slowed down by another yellow flag as we have a cluster. We have a cluster and a car stuck on a wall over there. We're going to call that a leaner. a leaner by, I think that's Brett Evans over there. So we're going to call that a leaner because he is leading, the 101. So we've had 1 point tonight. Add 2 more as a leaner for Brett Evans. Unfortunately, that's probably not the way he wanted TV time, but Brett Evans on the inside wall has to call the tow truck, business end of the wrecker, moves down to the infield, so that's going to be a lengthy tow for him. They're going to stack this field back up. Oh, Shane James, yep, you're correct. James around. You need to stop feeding your ego, though, saying you're correct.
I know I'm correct.
Yeah, going to
I
the
can
Super Bowl
see.
in Madden. Like I said, Star donations help us out, go a long way. Appreciate it out there. Ken Roos out there. Hey, Ken. Nice to see him out there. Don't see him as often. Sure, he's getting ready for the Big Black Modifieds. He's going to be painting skins for the Big Black Modifieds. Sure, that's going to happen. As the green flag comes back out here, aiming 6 laps of 40 complete so far, so 34 laps remain. As now it is the number 1 machine running currently in that second spot, Alex Payne, getting around that number 8 machine who drops back. But Clifford Driscoll throwing the quick way around right now. At this moment, the Lanier National Speedway. Down to the inside is now Payne goes way up the track. He leaves the door wide open for the 8. He drop kicks it, trying to make his way through it. That number 8 of Glenn Evanhart with, again, the number 6 of CJ Phillips right there, too. Those guys all knocking right on the door for the second spot, but Clifford Driscoll trying to run away and high drive off into the sunset in that number 63 machine. So Clifford Driscoll, Klein Evanhart, and Alex Payne right now your top 3, but that keeps changing each and every lap. These guys finding different spots, different grooves to go on. Alex Payne up on the top shelf of the Speedway, trying to make things happen where Jesse Johnsrud made a huge pass on the outside. There's some contact there. Klein Evanhart now up and out of the way as they put the 993 a lap down. But now it is the number 1 of Alex Payne and the 6 of CJ Phillips, and Evanhart right there still knocking on the door. They're giving a shot to the shorts of the number 1 there, temporarily going into turn 1 and 2. Is he still able to hold on to it? Clifford Driscoll is your race leader, still right down next to that wall. I think he's going to hit the gap each and every time as we go 3 wide for the second spot again. Alex Payne gets the worst end of that one. He gets shuffled up and down the line. He goes from 2nd to 4th in the number 1 machine. So that number 8 machine of Klein Evanhart tries to track down Clifford Driscoll as Alex Payne goes way up to the top shelf of the Speedway again. Hits the outside retaining wall. Going to lose another spot there. Oh, into the gap goes the 1 car. Travis Card into the gap. Up on turns 3 and 4 of the wall. And that's going to claim him there. Yellow flag comes out for the number 1 of Travis Card. See if he had any help going up there. Alex Payne, the battle of the ones. Yes, definitely a little help there, the battle of the ones. How many of you folks out there think Clifford Driscoll has what it takes to take down the win here with 26 more laps to go? How many Klein Evanhart fans are out there?
CJ Phillips.
CJ Phillips fans, and then number 6. Can CJ Phillips do what it takes to win?
Yep, that's my pick.
What about the 1 machine? The 1 machine of Alex Payne, I think he's going to start on the outside there. Or the number 2, the 2 machine of Tyler Hurst. What about Josh Peacock? We got to have Josh Peacock fans out there. Usually a lot of Bulletproof followers, but how about Peacock? Did he take down his first win?
Can't count him out, that's for sure.
Never count him out. Silent Assassin. Harris Hustler. Run some moonshine here. Russell Stetling's going for the 2 machine. Ken Roos out there saying Driscoll and Phillips, 1, 2 EL. Russell Snelling says, I'm a Martin Karch fan. Martin Karch is not making the A main here tonight. Normally, trains are for. No, definitely. Had to park it. Who's not a Karch fan out there? Russell. So the green flag back out here with Clifford Driscoll leading this one with the number 8 running in that second spot of Klein Heavenhart. CJ Phillips running in a third. Fourth is Tyler Hurst, and Alex Payne right now rounds out your top 5 in that number 1 car. We're going to go across that start finish line with Clifford Driscoll still leading this over that number 8. Here comes CJ Phillips down to the inside, side-by-side battle for the second spot as Phillips trying to take it back over there, trying to wrestle it away from Klein Heavenhart. The ETI number 8 machine on the outside, though, pulling up there, still holding on to the second spot across that start finish line as we're coming ever so close to that halfway point here in this A-main feature for the super late models for Dirt Slingin Outlaws. But we're going to throw a yellow flag into the monkey rates. Milner Media Design, and we're going to say Michael Massey with a yellow flag in that number 45 machine. Who would have thought Michael Massey bringing out the yellow? He fought the wall and the wall won. Oh, yeah, the 00. As Massey getting a little bit sideways there, gets it down into the corner, and just the 00 not expecting Massey to be slower up that deck. I believe he caught the wall just like Jack said. Yeah, he definitely did there from in-car. Caught it just barely, and the 00 finished him off. Tough. Not going to get mad. Not going to get mad. I'm not Phil. Definitely not Phil Lacasse. Still miss him.
Who?
I don't know, some dime a dozen announcer. We'd like to hear him say something every once in a while. He's not out here. Green flag comes back out here, back to feature racing here for the Dirt Slingin Outlaws super late models. The number 63 of Clifford Driscoll still leading. Oh, we're Alex Payne sideways. Able to keep it there, going in the right direction. Now another 1 car. The 1J of Shane James has shown his presence now up to battle for the 5th spot. James come out of a consolation event. So Shane James on rails right now. Right there behind the number 1 of Alex Payne. We are halfway home. 20 more laps to go for the number 63 of Clifford Driscoll. Can he hang on? As the number 8 to the outside, that is Klein Evanhart. Evanhart pulls up alongside of Clifford Driscoll. Same way with CJ Phillips right there. He's knocking on the door. Maybe split the difference up through the middle. Nope, door slammed shut there for the middle group. Is CJ looking for any way he can get around him. The number 2 machine of Tyler Hurst right now running in the 4th spot. Cole Rhodes right now up to 5th in that number 7. We're going to go on board with Bad Brad Dyer in the number 56. Sheffield Graphics on board camera. Craziness going on there as they're going 3 wide. Beautiful onboard camera footage. It's complete and utter chaos. I'm a Russell Snelling fan. Ever see him finish? Oh man, Scott Dobbs and Russell Snelling exchanging pleasantries out in the chat box. Is yellow flag going to come back out? Josh Peacock. Oh boy, Peacock. Did he make a mistake or did he have some help? Oh, Alex Payne chopping the nose off to number 61 of Josh Peacock. drove all the way from the top of the wall and right down into Josh Peacock. Alex Payne chopping the 61 of Peacock right up, spitting him out. Alex Payne keeping into the throttle there. Unfortunate chain of events there for Josh Peacock. Peacock having another solid run in that number 61 machine. So the driver is going to line back up. Looks like Alex Payne is going to receive the penalty for that one. Looks like he's parked down there. Am I correct? Yep. Yep. So Alex Payne receiving the penalty for that one. Another yellow flag being thrown here. Okay. Alex Payne trying to get back there. So the guys getting gathered back up. It's Clyde Everhart, your race leader, over Clifford Driscoll. I'm not sure if that's right. No, Clifford Driscoll is going to be the race leader. He's just choosing the outside. Sure what's going on here. They break the pace car. Love to see this thing done here before my wife gets home. Green flag is out. Racing down into turn number 1. And number 8 of Clyde Everhart leading the charge there over Clifford Driscoll. Driscoll now to the top shelf of the speedway. CJ Phillips down to the inside. The 2 right there, too, of Hurst. Hurst is making things happen, too, as there's 14 laps remaining now for that number 8 machine of Clyde Everhart, as he's showing the quick way around. As of now, down on the bottom of the speedway, Driscoll trying something different that he hasn't tried all night. He's up pushing the cushion there in that number 63 machine. But Everhart definitely has a fast piece there in the number 8 machine. The 6 of CJ Phillips running in second. Third is Tyler Hurst, but he's battling it out with the 63 of Clifford Driscoll. 11 more laps at the line to go. Watching everything go on here is watching a good battle here between CJ Phillips, Clifford Driscoll, and the 2 of Hurst, as Richie Gustin goes up to the top shelf of the speedway too. As Gustin trying to do what he can there in that number 19 machine, trying to make the magic happen, is the Clyde Everhart driving away in that number 8 machine, and he has 10 more circuits around, 10 more laps, 9 more laps now for that number 8 machine, and CJ Phillips still running in second. Then you have Tyler Hurst running in the 3rd spot. 4th is Clifford Driscoll. 5th would be that number 7 of Cole Rhodes. Rhodes right now holding on to a nice solid top 5 finish, as Driscoll still battling it out there with Hurst for the 3rd spot, trying to hold on to a podium spot. But so far, Driscoll has not been able to do so. As Everhart, man, just pulling out and pulling away last time by, the quickest one out there. I was looking there as Tyler, I'm not sure why Tyler Hurst ran a 6.268 there. Not sure if that's correct. I think my scoring time went loopy there, as those guys were fighting tooth and nail for that 3rd spot. I think that's because he's blinking in and out there for Gomer. Gomer trying to take him away, as we have the 5 laps to go signal for Clyde Everhart in that number 8 machine. As Everhart still holding out with CJ Phillips 2nd. 3rd is still Tyler Hurst. And Clifford Driscoll running in as the 4th spot But Cole Rhodes running 5th, so those guys fighting it out. Watching these guys trying to make it back through. We got Speacock up to 16th, Michael Massey 15th right now. So hopefully we'll see some other gains there through the field as we've got the green flag here so far. We got 3 more circuits around the Lanier National Speedway here for the super late models. And it's kind of locked down to the bottom, and Klein is now stinking up the show, just pulling away. There in that number 8 machine over CJ and the 2 of Tyler Hurst. Clifford Driscoll still running in 4th, and 5th is the number 7 still of Cole Rhodes. So Klein Earnhardt continues the lead here with 1 more lap around. Will he pull off the victory here? He's just got a couple more corners to go and 2 more straightaways for that number 8 machine. Down into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. The ETI number 8 of Klein Earnhardt takes down the victory in the super late models at Lanier National Speedway. CJ Phillips for 2, Tyler Hurst for 3, Clifford Driscoll for 4, and 5th Cole Rhodes. A good finish there, a 15-lap green flag run, and man, what a fantastic finish. Those guys out there talking about getting paid there. All the guys on the front straightaway there. Tyler Hurst, CJ Phillips, and Klein Earnhardt. We're going to take a brief pause for the cause, make our way on down to BladeNode.com Victory Lane, and seal the deal with the top 3 drivers here in just a moment. And welcome back to the Full Velocity Racing Network. We're going to make our way on down here to tonight's 3rd place finisher, driver of that number 2 machine, Tyler Hurst. And finally seeing a lot of new guys, new faces here to the Full Velocity Racing Network. And Tyler Hurst, another one of them. But Tyler, a good run, 3rd place finish, a solid effort here at the Lanier National Speedway. Tell us about your run here tonight.
Man, I'm just glad it finally finished. I don't think I took a breath for the last 15 minutes. It was tough to hang on to, and it got slick, and it was just fun to make laps.
Yeah, it definitely looked rather interesting out there for everybody, and you were able to hold on to that 3rd spot. So, like I said, good points finish, good podium finish here tonight. Get to talk to the TV crew. Hey, what would it have took to get up to those other 2 drivers? What do you think you were lacking here tonight?
Man, I honestly don't know. Klein and CJ, they were both rolling. I was just happy to hang on to what I had right there and finally make it into the top 3 and get a podium.
All right, Tyler, before I let you go, give that microphone one last time. You can thank or would like to thank here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
I'd just like to thank some of the guys I run around with, and these new D1RT setups are killer, man. I appreciate y'all putting on this race and this series, and it's fun to run with y'all.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, bringing home a 3rd place here tonight, driver of the number 2, Tyler Hurst, and hopefully we'll see him a couple positions better next time we see him out here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. We'll move on down to tonight's 2nd place finisher, always a guy that's at the end of the race. He's always there. Driver of that number 6 machine, that is CJ Phillips. And CJ, man, what a fantastic showing for you here tonight. I know you probably wanted to win here, but it seems that you had to settle for that 2nd spot. Tell us what may have went wrong with that number 6 tonight.
Oh, thank you, sir. Yeah, this is not one of my favorite tracks. So I was really just one of the top 5 in this and the pros. And in the pros, I qualified like 16th, so that was pretty hard charging up. But in these, I qualified 3rd, won the heat race, got to start up front. So it's really hard to pass here. And, I mean, I'm sure it's probably a pretty good broadcast because we had about 4 or 5 cars just battling really hard up front, but not taking each other out, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's definitely a good race there, and you guys were giving each other rope Hey, Lanier, definitely proven to be a multi-groove track here tonight. I wasn't sold on this track coming into this race because it just hasn't been a track that's been really good to us here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. But man, you guys showed us different here tonight.
Well, I mean, I don't know how everything was in the back, but like I said, up front, I feel like everybody was pretty clean. I mean, we were racing hard, swapping a little paint back and forth, but that's dirt track racing for you, so that's fun. But yeah, I think if I would have just had a little click here and there different on the gear, I might have had something for Klein. But once we got around Cliff there, he was just a little better coming off the corner than I was, and I just couldn't match him.
All right, CJ, before I let you go, give them a microphone one last time. You can think who would like to thank here on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
Yeah, man, I like to thank God, my wife, my family, everybody at 3D Race, and everybody that puts in all the hard work on the setups and just everything we put in the series on and all. I race an iFlag, Ken Skins, Westside Signs, Swart Speed Shop, One Shot Scrap and Recycling. Of course, y'all at Full Velocity Racing Network. And just thanks to everybody out here tonight, keeping it clean and keeping the cautions down. It really makes it fun for everybody, and I know it makes a good broadcast.
All right, CJ, good. Congratulations here on the second place finish, and man, another good point showing for you.
Thanks, man. I hope to just keep it up.
All right, driver of the number 6, CJ Phillips, picking up that second spot. We'll move on down to tonight's winner here, driver of the number 8 machine here in BladeNode.com. Victory Lane. We'll make sure hopefully we got him here. Yep, we do have him. Klein Evanhart making a good move here, finishing up, winning this one. Man, you came on so strong towards the end of that one. Tell us about that.
Oh, how about that? I don't know what it looked like from up there, but it looked like a welder race behind the steering wheel.
Oh, it definitely was a fantastic race for you there, Klein. You methodically picked your way through. You kind of hung out and just waited, and then all of a sudden, man, it just seemed like the car came to life there towards the end of that.
Oh yeah, well I got embarrassed last week. I started on a pole and I think I ran 20th, so I had to fix that from last week.
Well, I know all about being embarrassed. Trust me, Klein. It happens to me more often than not. I definitely, man, the setup that you had underneath that car here tonight just seemed to prefer the slick part of the track. You were able to go, and it just seemed like you were in your different league here as you were pulling away from everybody.
Yeah, like in the race before this, when it gets to that middle part, I feel like I can really keep the car straight, and I was an asphalt driver, so I kind of think it comes back to asphalt because you just try to drive the car straight.
Yeah, trying to keep the wheels straight and forward. That's the fastest way to go. That's the front wheel drive terminology too. At a dirt track, it's complete opposite of what you would do normally. But well, yeah, with a track like that, I agree with you. Hey, fantastic showing for that number 8 machine here tonight, Klein, and first win here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Know you probably got some people you'd like to thank. I'll give you that microphone. Go ahead and thank them, buddy.
All right, man, appreciate it. Appreciate the DSO putting on the league. Appreciate y'all calling the race. Everybody at ECR. Everhart Transportation, Miller Farms, Bama Race Parts, and Jim Emery painting the cars, and we'll try them again next week.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, picking up the feature win here tonight, driving the number 8, taking down the victory here at the Lanier National Speedway in the super late models here, Dirt Slingin Outlaws, and what a fantastic showing we had here tonight, Jack. And looks like we'll take another day off of the new build coming out Wednesday morning. Going to be a huge download. Going to believe that with everything coming out there. iRacing definitely stacking it up, and we're going to have some new things to play around with. But got to make sure Wednesday night street fights will be back at you here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Until then, I'm going to say sayonara, good night, and I have a football game to watch, and my wife's coming home. So good night, you folks.